Hey guys, I have decided to record my hair tutorial. It's like 6:30 in the morning. I have taken a shower and gotten ready for dress for church, and I'm about to. All my kids are still asleep. So I'm going to be there till 9, so I was going to let them sleep a little bit longer, and I thought that I could curl my hair for you guys. So what I did, I've washed it a couple days ago, and I washed it with some really good Alterna. I think it's their age-defying shampoo. It feels like, and it's called Caviar, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's like it hydrates my hair so much, so much, so much. I'm gonna wash it and pulling my hair like this. I'm sorry. I'm just in a hurry. I don't want this video to go so long. Seriously, I need to learn how to edit. Maybe Brian, the next time he's off, he can show me. He's kind of a tech. He's very tech savvy. But so I washed my hair a couple of days ago. It wasn't yesterday. It was the day before. And I let it air dry. And depending on whether, you can dry it yourself, depending on whether I have anywhere to go and it's really dirty and I wash it, and I dried it the other day just to curl it. So anyway, obviously when you air dry, it doesn't, oh, my earring just popped off, so I guess I'll take this one off too. It doesn't do as much damage to your hair. So after I did that, I used some of this Pureology Serious Color Care Color Fanatic Multitasking Hair beautifier for perfecting color treated hair. And it's kind of like it's a color, it protects your color, and it also, I don't know if it's a heat protectant. I'm not really sure. I think it is, but it's a really good, like, kind of a leave-in conditioner. I don't know, a detangler kind of. I like it a lot. It smells good too. I like all of Pureology products. So I'm going to first spritz my hair with this Hot Sets, and this is by Redken. And I usually use this if I'm going to curl my hair at all. And I usually spray each individual strand, but that gives it more of, I don't know, it just gives it more of a stiff curl. So I'm just going to spray it all over and kind of comb my hair out again. But when you use any type of, I guess, heat styling, that's a heat protectant, plus it, I think that's a heat protectant. I'm sure it is. Anyway, you can use that on when you're using. Yeah, it is, because it says you can use it when you're flat ironing or curling irons or whatever. But this also, before they had anything like this back in the day, we used to use hairspray to curl our hair, and sometimes I do that too. So I'm just going to comb this through, and usually, seriously, every strand I will spray something on a hairspray or something, just to will just help the curl last longer. And once I do this, I can wear this for a few days, curly, at least a couple, at least 2 days. So I have a couple of different ones in curling irons, and I told somebody I was going to use, and I will do that. I was going to use my Sarah Patempa Beach Waver, which is this one right here, and it's electronic. But I know a lot of you probably didn't have that, but this one is like amazing. But anyway, I'm going to just use this. It's a Jose Iber. I don't even know how many inches. I think it's maybe like an inch and a half curling iron. And I don't have a glove or anything. They usually come with like I think it's a Kevlar glove. I have a couple of different. I'm just in a habit of doing it. I have a couple different wands. Like I had this little teeny one that I've curled Scarlett's hair before when she was little, and then I have one in between those that I got at a hair show many years ago that I still like. But for my length right now, I like this. Okay, so you take a strand of hair, depending on how thick, how curly you want it, and you always, to get that runway style, you're seeing, if you look in the magazines or look on TV, you see their hair. It's kind of, the curls are going away from their face, like kind of like Farrah Fawcett. So you take that at the very end, or you take that and you wrap it around and you hold it at the very end. And the very end, you don't have to necessarily get the very, very end curl, because sometimes that just kind of looks a little messy and looks a little unfinished. So that's why I can do this without a glove. You can hold it for a few seconds, and you release. So I pin my hair up so that I can do the bottom first. And yeah, that usually works. I'm going to spray these underneath pieces because I don't think they've got anything on them. But anyway, so this one is not as easy. So I take it kind of from the top and I go down. And I curl. If I'm on this side, I'm curling back towards this way. On the other side, I'm going to start curling a different way towards, back away from my face. And I think I need to talk louder because I think you can barely hear myself on my videos, so I hope I don't wake my kids up talking this loud. Okay, so you hold it a few seconds and then you release. See that? Okie dokie. Then you go over to this side, do the same thing. Again, I'm going to spray that underneath because I don't think it got a lot of spray. So you can use, again, any kind of styling spray. And on this side, it's a little bit more tricky because you're wanting to just go ahead and do it the exact same way, but you have to make sure that you're curling your hair away from your face. So you take this and you go all the way down. And you can do this. I use this on Scarlett's hair, and her hair is getting a little bit longer, but even when it was cutting a bob, she hates when I curl her hair because I burned her a couple times. Or when I flat ironed it. But I'm just like, that's just what happens in hairdressing. Sorry, barely touched your face. Let's get over it. You don't have to Anyway, she's 9, I know. But she hates when I curl her hair. But anyway, you can do this with short hair and it's cute. Like really cute. Like maybe even cuter than long hair. So if you have, hair like this length or hair like this length, you do the exact same thing. You just take, I don't know if you would need to get a bigger curling iron than this. Probably not. Maybe, a smaller curling iron. You might need to get a little bit of a smaller one to be able to grab your hair, but probably maybe just like an inch, if that. And like I said, I think this is like an inch and a half. Oh, and there's my alarm going off. That's nice. But let me get this curl in really quick. And like I said, see, I'm holding this. I'm not really even making sure the tip gets like curled around the curling iron because I don't want it really to look like that anyway. I want it to look kind of unfinished and messy like a beachy wave, okay? And let's stop that. Have mercy. Okay. So now we're going to go back here. Surely this will be faster than my dang tutorials. Again, you curl it away from your face. I don't know, maybe on the top layers I'll show you how the Temper Beach Razor works. Okie dokie, it's pretty dang cool. I ordered mine off QVC. I'll show you in just a second what it does, what it looks like. I ordered mine off QVC about a couple of years back, I think maybe a year and a half ago, and it was like $200. And I used the the Flex Pay, and paid it out. And so that was nice because my husband, didn't see this $200 purchase for curling iron, which if I'd have been working in the salon or whatever, he would not bat an eye about it because it's going into my business. But anyway, I was able to pay it out over like 4 months, and so it wasn't that. This goes in this side, so this needs to go away from my face. So it wasn't that big of a deal. But I have just found out that they carry them at Ulta now, and I'm telling you, not this curling iron, but the Temper one would change your life. I ain't kidding. I'm not kidding. So I will show you that in just a sec. There it is. And I think everything's curled back here. So you just kind of leave them for a second. Leave them until you're finished so that they can set. Is that a straight piece right there? There, I'm glad that I can see what I'm doing in my viewfinder or in my screen rather than having a little demo. That's so annoying. I know it's annoying to you guys too. And I just burned my finger trying to go around. Whee! See, this is what you not get when you use this other curling iron. That's the only thing. But usually, like I said, these are sold usually almost always with these Kevlar gloves that you can put on. And I've had one, I still have one somewhere with the first one that I ever bought, curling one that I ever bought. I got it. It was a Enzo Milano. I still have an Enzo Milano brand. Those curling irons are really nice. But it's a little glove that you can actually, hold. You can feel the hot, but you can hold it for a second, with your finger and your hair on the curling iron, and it doesn't hurt that bad. So let me bring a little bit more of my hair down. At the end of all this, I don't know, I might have to use some what's it called? Some dry shampoo in my hair. So I don't really have the greasies, but I don't know, it's a teensy dirty on top. There's a teensy dirty on top. Okay, let me get my Sarah Patempa Beach Waver out, and I'll show you the difference. And do you like how, I guess I could use my clips that I have. Nice, huh? See, this is the kind of crap that just makes me record a long video because I'm so just scatterbrained. Here they are right in front of my freaking face. Okay, so the Sarah Patempa is right here. And it's sitting on, it was on my flat iron, but outside it's kind of warm. It was created by a hairstylist. She's a hairstylist of the stars. And she said that, all of her stars just always, I just watched a couple of videos, I watched her on QVC once, do her demo and show how it worked and stuff. And she was telling how, they all do their spiel. And she was telling how she decided to make this curling iron, or create it. Her and her sisters, I think, did it together. And she said she did it because all of her hair clients just, now in the last couple years, last couple years especially, they want those big beachy waves, they don't want, anyway, and she wanted to make a product, so she designed this herself, and she wanted to make a product where all of her customers were able to use it, because it's hard, and that they could get a perfect beach wave, the perfect beachy wave. So anyway, so you have this little, I don't know what you call it, what do you call these on curling irons? Little clasp. Anyway, that you grab the end of the hair with. And it has a left and a right button and a go button. And when you're on the left side of your head, you push the left button. It goes up to 450 degrees. This bad boy gets hot. Like the other day when I was using it, burns like your hair smoking. I'm like, that means a good curl. What are you talking about? I don't care. My hair ain't gonna fall out. So when you're on the left side of your head, you put your hair in a little clasp. You pull it down as far as you want. And you leave a little bit at the end. See that? Because I like that look. And then you press go. Let me push this down. Press go. Watch this bad boy. I mean, seriously, for real. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? And it's just cool. I mean, it just takes everything, takes all the whatever out of the whatever. Hold it for a few seconds. And if you want a looser curl, you only hold it for maybe not as long as I did. If you want a looser curl, you grab a bigger chunk of hair. If you want a smaller curl, you grab a smaller chunk of hair. Okay, so let's try it again. So you put a piece of, and I'm telling you, this curl iron is just, it really is the bomb. I even took it up to my hairdresser and let her borrow it for a few weeks. And her and all of our colleagues up there loved it. I mean, it really is the bomb diggity. I can't wait to get back in the salon and use it on my clients. And some people, I've read reviews with short hair have said that it's hard to use this because of, but I've used it on Scarlett's hair, and her hair's very, I mean, it's getting longer, but I mean, I used it last year on it. It was fairly short, and it still looked cute. I mean, it's still really, really, really cute. Okay, there's a couple. Let's do a big straight. I don't want these. I don't want a bunch of little curls. scissors in a minute. They just have to sit, but that's too big. Okay, so you pulled it down to the end. You got it clasped, and you roll it away from your face. You press the go button. You don't have to even think about where it's going. Once you put it on the left side, when you're on the left side of your head, left side of your left part of your hair. So is that pretty rocking or what? So if you can talk to your husband into getting one of these, or if you can buy one yourself, I'm telling you, oh, this bomb diggity gets freaking hot as crap, and it will curl anything. Hot, 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 hot. Hot, hot, hot. I'll hold too much hair down, I think. Let's see. I can't tell what pieces are curled and what pieces aren't. Okay. That was from my work, isn't it? Yes, it was. So all of that over there is curled. So we're going to our right side. Grab a piece. We're going to push the button to right, to R for right. And we're going to, this is kind of tricky because you always have to clasp your hair. Sometimes when I very first got it, I would clasp it and I wouldn't realize it. Even though I had the right button pushed, I had positioned the curling arm wrong, but you always have to make sure that you're clasping it so that your hair, when you push the go button, it's going to curl out away from your face. Okay, there it is. See that? I know my coloring in here is bad. It's like snowing outside. Do you see? Let me show you. Yesterday it was like 60 degrees. But don't ever think that spring is coming here because it's not. Again, grab the hair. So this definitely does probably curls hair better than the one that I had. But I like the one look too. It's not as it's a little bit more loose, I think. You know, that 1.5-inch one that I have. I like it sometimes to use instead of this one. And I don't know, I even have hot roller, and sometimes I think I like the hot roller look, but I don't know if I could, I think this, right now I'm really liking these kind of curls. So, and somebody told me they have a curl iron like this at Sally's maybe. It's similar, that is like motorized, so maybe you could check that out too. I'm sure it's not going to be as good as this one, but, you know, I'm sure it'll work for what you need to do. I don't know if anybody gets one, let me know. Or if anybody has one, let me know. Okay, so we're putting it in there, and we're pressing go, and it's curling up all by itself. Motorized. How about crazy that is? Seriously, I mean, for real. Serious. Is that some crazy stuff or what? And when she does it, like, I'm just picky and like I go back over pieces, but when she does it, I've seen her do it off the whole head. It takes her like no time at all. So as you practice, it just doesn't take you a lot of time at all. Okay, let's pull some of this down. So we're going to curl a little bit on our left side. Good, it slipped out. It's because I got it too low. I got it too close to the edge, and I usually leave a little piece out, see? It's really sad. You can't ever put up your winter's clothes here now, so you can't. I mean, some places have seasons. You can put up your winter clothes and get out your spring clothes, or put up your summer clothes and get out your fall clothes. You don't do that here. But you keep your winter clothes out all. I do, and I just have 2 closets. Because it gets straight up snow. We could have a blizzard in a second. The first year that I lived here, we had a blizzard in April. It has been known. Like the other day, my mother-in-law was getting her car out a couple days ago. It was really nice, and she's vacuuming all out and was saying she's gonna go wash it. And I'm like, there's no. I mean, don't be thinking it's spring yet, because Mother Nature here fools you. She likes to trick you. Because it probably will. As soon as you go wash your car, it's gonna snow. Watch. And I don't know if she did or not, but she probably did, and but she jinxed it. So anyway, grab another piece. We're almost finished. We're getting to the top. You put it on your R's, because we're on the right side, and you press go. Like I said, I think my best friend has one of these from Sally's. I've never seen it, but she says I think she likes it. I don't know what brand it is. I'll have to ask her, but maybe I could put it in the comments below after I asked her. But she seems like she really likes it. So you don't have to hold it as long as I've been holding it, and it still gets really, really good. I don't know, this curling iron though, if you have the means to get it, it is the bomb. Dig it down, and you can just, if you want this kind of look, and you've been trying to get it, then you need to buy it. I'm telling you, it's just awesome. And I guess you can get it at, like I said, I don't know if they still sell it on QVC. They might. You could check, because that way they might have, you might be able to pay it out like I did on the Flex plan, because I'm ghetto. But I know they for sure sell it at Ulta. I'm not really sure what other places they sell it at. You have to Google. And there's a really straight piece. Let's get that big chunk out of the way. See it coming together? See the Beachy eggs coming together? And then just run our fingers through it, and that's what happens. Look at that. That's perfect. That's crazy. A lot of landscaping drawing to get in the back of my head, because I'm too lazy to look at them here. And say definitely straight pieces. And that's all I mean. Straight pieces, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll throw some back here. But you know what? I'll get those in a minute. I'm gonna do the top part so you guys can see what it looks like, and then we'll say goodbye. So always, I mean, it looks the same in the back. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so these are all clear. These are all clear. I guess there's gonna be the top. Okay. This definitely has all been spritzed with some heat protectant and some setting spray. And we push the left again, the L button, because we're using, and I didn't get to the very end. Well, I did get it to the very end, and I didn't want to. Push the left button, and here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. I'm starting to wear my hair kind of in the middle lately. I'm going to blow my bangs out. Do that. Let's see what, I don't know, but sometimes my bangs work funky when they're curled, so I usually, a lot of time, not usually, well yeah, usually I go back home with a little funky one that I have in the past, but they've grown a little bit, so we'll see. So we push the L and we're going back. Do you see that? That magic going on here, yes, on a Sunday morning. Wyoming in April, it's snowing out. Life is good. Life is good because you know what? It don't matter what has kicked my tail in the last 4 years. I still got some damn good hair, don't I? I really do. Look at that cut. Thanks to my mama and my daddy. Thanks to my mama and my daddy. Okay, we're still on the right side. We still have our push, and we're about to push the go button. Easy, huh? And this really doesn't take you to any. I guess I've been curling my hair and talking to you guys for about 25 minutes right now. 26 minutes. A lot of times, girls, you know, people will spend an hour curling their hair, and I'm almost finished, and I have a crap load of hair, I'm telling you. Like, crap load of it. Very thick. Very, 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 very thick. So pull it almost to the end, and then I go back. Okay. So let's see, make sure that, I set it down, one of the buttons got pushed. So, I think I have a few strands in the back that aren't completely curled, but this is what you do. Look at what I'm doing. Basically, I could have let this set a little bit longer, but basically you just, this is what I do, and this is what she shows to do in her tutorials. You just run your fingers through it. Just run your fingers through it. Just run your fingers through it. Trying to get that just big, beachy, wave. And it even looks cool the second day, I'm telling you, or throughout the day, it'll look better and better and better and better. It's kind of weird. And I think that I'll probably end up flat ironing my bangs because I just don't want, or a lot of times when I do this, I'll pull my bangs up maybe, I don't know. I think I'll end up maybe flat ironing my bangs or running to the side today. Maybe that's what I'll do. Let me see if I can get the last piece actually so I can show you the back as well. We're almost to 30 minutes, but not quite. Getting a bit faster. Do you think it takes me a shorter time to edit the time that does my makeup? I mean, seriously. Issues. I need to make this quick reflections. Okay, so I'm feeling like, hold on one second, let me look back at my hair. I'm feeling like it's all curled. Maybe except for a few pieces. And you know what? If there's a few, let me get back to you. If there's a few straight pieces here and there, I think it looks kind of cool sometimes. But I'm kind of OCD about my hair. Did you see my big stomach? That's nice. I'm kind of OCD about my hair though, and I want it all curl. But anyway, I'm gonna spray some dry shampoo in the root to cover up any oiliness I might have, and give it a little bit of volume. And you know how to use this, right? This is my favorite kind. This is Batiste, and I don't really care about, I don't necessarily have a preference for the the scents, but I don't like I've tried, Avery and me have tried when my hair was dark, she used the brunette. I don't really like that because I felt like if I sweated, it would come off. And a lot of people like the color. And they have a blonde too, but I'm afraid to use that because my hair is dark and blonde. So I just use the non-colored, this is Clean and Classic Original. And when you use dry shampoos, a lot of people will use them. A lot of people will use them when they wash their hair that morning. They just use them a lot of times for volume. See how it's giving me a little bit of volume, and they'll use them for when they don't want to wash their hair like that last day. You know, when you might get up for work early and you just don't want to wash your hair. So here's my flat iron. Let me flat iron my bangs a little bit. I'm messing that curl up, but I just think it looks funky, not doing anything that I want it to do. Put this back and put it in the or something like that. I don't know, it's doing some funky stuff. Is that good right there? Ew. So there we go. That's kind of what you're gonna get. So I'm gonna work on my bangs a teensy bit, maybe after I let you go. But so I have my big silver hoops on, like I usually like to wear. These are my staples. Any silver hoops, any hoops. I like, if you see me wear earrings and they're not hoops, like I've busted out of my comfort zone because I really only like. Is that bad? Have your silver hoops on. I'm ready to go. Let's see what this looks like after I flat iron it in the middle. It looks like water, doesn't it? Let's flat iron this, please. Let's see what it looks like. It does, it's not working out straight. So anyway, we'll pull it back over to the side, and I'll figure out how I'm gonna mix it in. So those are my beach waves. Do you like them? Do you see them? Can you see pretty good in this lighting? Easy, really easy. You can even go faster. I'll go faster while we're talking. So, like I said, it takes me a lot less longer to curl my hair like this than it does to do my makeup. It's ridiculous. So many steps in makeup, isn't there? So there it is. And here is the back of my hair if you want to see. Turn around a little bit. That, can you see it? That's it. That is it. That's my hair tutorial. That's my Beachy Wave hair tutorial. If you have any questions, leave them below. If you want to subscribe or comment, leave it below and I'll answer any questions you might have. So y'all have a good Sunday, and I am about to put on makeup, get the kids up, get them bathed, dressed, and we're gonna go to church. So we will see maybe some of y'all there. We'll see you later. signing out for Jordan. Bye-bye.